Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Have you ever noticed how this dunya can exhaust us? No matter how much we achieve, no matter how much we earn, no matter how much we fix one problem, another one appears. As Muslims, this feeling is not accidental. It is a reminder, because this world was never meant to satisfy us completely. Allah created the dunya as a test, but He created Jannah as a reward. In fact, we find that in Surah Baqarah, verses 3 to 4, Allah has made believing in the unseen and the hereafter, meaning Jannah, a condition for the believers. Because without believing in Jannah, life stops making sense. Without belief in the afterlife, Islam becomes reduced to rituals. But with belief in Jannah, Islam becomes purpose. That is why Allah asks in the Quran, do they think they will not be resurrected? Because resurrection is not a side topic, it is the foundation of accountability. If there is no Jannah, why restrain yourself from sin? Why pray when no one is watching? Why stay patient when injustice hurts? Belief in Jannah answers all of this. And to increase our faith in Jannah, Allah gave us many verses in the Quran that describe in vivid detail what Jannah will be like for the believers. For example, Allah says in the Quran that in Jannah, believers will have beautiful mansions with huge gardens and rivers of pure water. Will have milk, honey, and wine that's delicious and at the same time non-intoxicating. Allah promises beautiful spouses, delicious and abundant food made up of delicious fruits, vegetables, and meats, and a sense of peace and satisfaction that's never found in this life. And in Jannah, we will have no fear or anxiety, and we will never grieve. And that's not to say that believing in Jannah means Allah won't relieve your difficulties in this life. Allah says in the Quran that whoever does good deeds and has faith, He will give them a good life and reward them according to the best of their actions. So brothers and sisters, it's important to have hope in this life while believing in the afterlife, while believing in Jannah. And when I think about the importance of Jannah, I always come back to the Oath of Aqaba. The Oath of Aqaba took place between a small group of new Muslims from Yathrib who met Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, at a place called Aqaba just outside of Mecca. They were not kings, they were not warriors, they were ordinary people with extraordinary faith. The Prophet, may peace and blessings be upon him, asked them for something unimaginable. Will you protect me as you protect your own families? They knew what this meant. War, sacrifice, loss of rizq, and possibly even death. And they asked only one question in return. What will we get if we fulfill this? What will we get if we support you, if we protect you like one of our own? Ya Rasulullah. The Prophet, may peace and blessings be upon him, replied with one word, Jannah. And that was enough. They pledged their lives and their wealth, not for power, not for fame, but for Jannah. Because of that pledge, Yathrib became Medina. Because of that sacrifice, Islam survived. And because of their certainty in the hereafter, we are Muslims today. So ask yourself, if Jannah was promised to you, what will you be willing to give?